You have likely heard the story of the 10 virgins more times than you can count. A wedding, a long wait, oil running dry, and a heavy door that shuts and never opens again. Most teachers collapse this parable into a single, straightforward instruction. Some people were ready, others were not, and you should ensure you are among the prepared. That summary is accurate, but it overlooks an exact, deliberate calculation Jesus tucked right into the text. Jesus told dozens of parables. When describing groups, he usually leaves numbers vague. A sower sows. A man had 2 sons. Here, he gives an exact count of 10 young women. And then he cuts that number with absolute precision. 5 wise, 5 foolish. Jesus built this even division into the very framework of the warning. This specific math functions as a key to the entire story. If we ignore the specific mathematics of this parable, we miss the severity of the message he intended for his followers. In a first-century Judean setting, a wedding did not run on a fixed schedule. A bridegroom would gather his friends and travel to fetch his bride in the evening, often delayed by final negotiations or celebrations at his own home. These young women provided the essential light for the entire procession. Without their burning lamps, the bridal party could not safely navigate the dark streets to reach the feast. In that world, the number 10 carried immense weight. In Jewish tradition, 10 adult men form a minyan, a strict minimum requirement for a full official public gathering for prayer and reading of the Torah. By picking 10, Jesus is defining his audience. He is addressing the complete, visible community of people actively waiting for his return. Then he divides that complete gathering exactly in half. Had he said 7 were wise and 3 were foolish, a listener might assume they belonged to the safe majority. An even split removes that comfort. At the start of the night, all 10 look identical. They wear the same clothes, wait in the same spot, and carry the same lamp. He is telling a room of his own dedicated disciples that showing up and looking the part offers zero guarantee of actual readiness. The bridegroom delays, and as the night drags on, all 10 of these women grow drowsy and fall asleep. Growing weary during a long season of waiting is a universal human experience. The fatal error in this parable is something else entirely. The only distinction between the 2 halves of the group is an invisible decision made before the wait even began. The wise brought extra, separate flasks of oil. When the call finally goes out at midnight, the foolish virgins wake up to find their lamps dying. They ask to borrow oil, and the wise refuse. Sharing the oil would have left the entire procession in the dark. The refusal simply acknowledges the reality of how this particular preparation works. You cannot borrow someone else's years of private faithfulness. You cannot inherit an inward, sustaining relationship with God at the exact hour you suddenly realize you need it. True readiness remains invisible in the daylight. It is only proven in the sudden moment of testing, when you have nothing to rely on but what you personally carry. At midnight, the cry goes up. In an instant, that invisible lack of preparation becomes a catastrophic failure for the foolish 5. They are forced to run out into the night, desperately trying to buy what they should have held all along. And while they are gone, the bridegroom arrives, and the ready walk in with him to the marriage feast. Jesus follows with a stark sentence, "And the door was shut." The foolish virgins return and knock, calling out, "Lord, open to us." The bridegroom addresses the lack of relationship instead. "Truly I say to you, I do not know you." These women spent the entire evening standing with the welcoming party. But standing in the right place for years is no substitute for being known by the host. This brings us back to the story's surgical math. He splits the complete number evenly to ask a direct question. Which half are you in? Outward proximity to the faith can mask a hollow vessel for a lifetime, but it will never open the door when the midnight cry finally sounds.
If you enjoyed watching this video, do like the video and please subscribe to Jesus Tell Tales channel for more such videos in the future.